be tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and we will be done. Then, you know, KCSE has already started. In fact, today we are having home science practicals, which we have moved from the 26th, you know, when the IBC fixed the date of election to be on the 26th. So KCSE continues, but the big papers, usually mathematics and the languages and the sciences, are going to be done from Monday next week. We are completely ready and prepared to mount the examinations. All the plans have been done, and we're working very closely with three ministries. The Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Interior and Coordination of National Government, and the Ministry of ICT. And our interministerial collaboration is in place. And you can see here, I'm accompanied by all my colleagues, our two PSS. The third one is on a trip, but she will be joining us shortly. The CEO of the Teacher Service Commission, Madam Nancy Macharia, the chair of the Kenya National Examination Council, Professor Magoa, and the entire teams that we have in place. The security sector teams are also lined up. I'm here with the Regional Commissioner of Nairobi, the Inspector General of Police, and this is happening across the country. Our colleagues in Interior and our colleagues in Education are looking at the centers, and we are prepared. I can assure all of us that we are prepared for the exams. The only one point, the one and only point I would like to make on this call is to very humbly and very sincerely ask all of us to give our children an opportunity. Some of our children, especially the ones who are writing KCPE, have waited for this opportunity for 8 years. And some of our kids have waited for this for 4 years. And honestly, our children are the most important part of our society. So it's time for us to now focus on our children and their welfare. And that's why I have been telling everyone I've been speaking to this morning, if you meet a child who's going to write KCPE, please give them a hug and wish them well. And let's be there, let's love our children and support them so that they can succeed. This is a very important point for them. So I do not hope that there will be anything to worry about, and we've asked our leaders, tafadhali, please, tuwape watoto wetu nafasi sasa, so that they can do exams in an environment of peace and less anxiety, as it were. So we will do our best at all fronts. But we also have to come into this as a family, as a country. This is a moment at which we should all hold hands and put our children in the middle and ensure that the lives of our children take center stage. We have 1.6 million of them. We cannot lose them by interfering with their exams. It's an important stage in life. From here, others are going to Form 1. From here, others are going to university. So we cannot affect this. We will do everything it takes. And I want to make this promise to my fellow parents, my fellow teachers, and our children in schools. The government is really committed to ensure that this succeeds, and committed at all levels. Our president is focused on this, and the president is paying personal attention to this to be sure that we succeed. Because as the president has put it himself, this is too important for us to play around with. So we will all be focused on ensuring this works and this succeeds. Asante sana. And we'll be seeing each other. We will all be out in the field. Before you ask me, because I know you are going to ask me, we are all going to be involved in the supervision of exams. All of us in the education sector, there is no one on leave. We are all going to be involved in the exams. I will be in the field tomorrow, myself. And then we'll all work together. You will see our chairman, Professor Magoa. You will see Nancy in the field. We are all going to be in the field. This is an important exercise in our calendar in the education sector. So let's support our children. That's what responsible people do, and we are going to do it that way. Asante sana tafadhali.
Yes, I have one question.
Na mtaturuhusu tuende.
One question, yes.
Unless it has got to do with exams, please understand. Yeah, understand, please.
And we that perhaps some areas we understand there is a bit of rain. What are some of the measures you put in place to ensure that students get exams?
We have been preparing for this the last 12 months. Let me tell you, by the way, I am not going to make excuses. We are serious people. Rains are not a problem. We have air transport. We have other means of making sure exams. Every child who is prepared and registered to do an exam will do an exam wherever they are in the four corners of this republic. No one should worry about that. I can report to you, for example, that as I speak to you today, all sub-county centers across the Republic of Kenya have received the exams. This is serious business for us. This is what Kenyans pay us to do. And we will not make excuses about it. Every child who is supposed to get an exam will get the exam and do it. We have already moved exams across the country. Every single of our sub-counties has received the exams. They are in the containers and the plan is in place. We are going ahead. And areas which may have one challenge or the other, that's why we are all here. That's why you can see the collaboration we have with the colleagues in the security sector. But as I always remind us as Kenyans, you know, our security does not lie in the number of people we put on the ground or in the guns or in... Our security lies in us trusting ourselves and understanding that there must come a time in the life of our country when other things matter. Are we going to keep quarreling and squabbling about the life of our children? Are we responsible if we are to do that? It's a time, this is that one national moment when all of us must come together, hold hands, put our children in the middle and move on and ensure that our children's welfare remains the priority for all of us. And that's what we are doing. Thank you.